Well, we just had to make a few adjustments and protect the football. We gave the ball away 4 times, and when you give, one of the things you don't ever want to give the ball away. You don't, especially against someone that's supposed to be better than you. You don't want to turn the ball over. But, 2 of their drives were less than 10 yards. So we just had to protect the ball and get a little movement going offensively. And once we was able to protect the ball, and of course Tyreek made a couple of outstanding runs for us. That guy, I always say he's special, but I'm going to change that. He's a freak, and as Rick James say, he's a super freak, and I'm just so glad he's on our football team because that guy's special. We've seen that from Tyreek since he's been here, making plays like that. And, as the world has an opportunity to see him, they see what a special play's been. But for us, it's routine because we've had an opportunity to witness it every day. As far as Carter came out in the second half. I thought and gave us a little momentum. We started getting our quarterback running game going, which in terms of a couple more things up for us. And unfortunately, he got hurt there and don't know if he's going to be with us this week. But hopefully we'll get the MRI today and get some good news. But I thought the momentum of the game changed once we started running the ball with our quarterback. I would like to think that, you coach the same way. It's the same players. It's the same game. It's just, we practice situations all the time, but we never practice four overtime situations. In camp, we try to put them in many different situations as we can, and hopefully during the course of the year when those situations comes up, they would have rehearsed it at least a few times. But this is one situation that, and, I got to do a better job of being prepared too because I didn't expect a 4 overtime game. So, you just got to get a couple plays in your hat that if it goes in overtime, we came close there on that second touchdown of really faking the thing and try to get a 2-point conversion out of it in the game because they was wearing us down a little bit. You play that many snaps and you're already down 20-something scholarships, and then, you start losing a little bit of momentum. So I started to take a gamble, but decided to let the kids decide because I didn't want to decide that. I was going to let our players decide the outcome of the game, and they did. We recognize guys that play well in team meeting this afternoon, and we'll give them a game ball.
You have a number of how many you're going to do for this game?
5.
Is it 5 for every game?
No. Whoever earned them, get them. It could be 5, could be 2, but I think it's 5 this week. I don't have the list in front of me right now.
I tell you what, a huge victory for North Carolina A&T, 39-36 in 4 overtimes over Kent State. And I'm going to start it this way because Coach Broadway has a number of different sayings. One of them is, if something good happens, keep playing. If something bad happens, keep playing. And one of his other sayings is, all wins are good wins. And let me start there, Coach, because to your point, all wins are good wins, but this has got to be special because a lot of times you don't see where FCS programs beat FBS programs.
Especially at our level, HBCUs. I don't know if it's been done before. Bethune beat FAU a few years ago. But it was a big win, and all wins are big wins. But to do it at that stage against a Division I program, I think it's an incredible feat by our players and our coaches. I thought our coaches did an outstanding job of getting our players prepared. And I thought I can't say enough about our players, the character they showed, the fight that they had, and composure they had to go up and win that ball game.
And you mentioned HBCUs, and when you talk about the HBCU world, I was on the SWAC call a little bit ago, and you mentioned Bethune-Cookman. They actually beat them twice, meaning FIU. And Coach Jenkins, who's now with Alabama State, mentioned that was the first thing he mentioned was the fact of your team's win and the fact that you were able to beat an FBS team. What does that mean to you when other coaches are saying that?
Well, it's awful nice of them, awful kind, but, and nothing. It doesn't mean a lot to us because we have an identity on who we know. We appreciate the kind words and everything, but and then we've gotten a lot of calls from different people, and it makes you think you're carrying the weight of black college football on your shoulder because it was a big hit for black college football around the country, and we're just glad to be a part of it. But other coaches complimenting us. You get it line up against, they're gonna try to beat the brains out. But it's a great feat by our football team, and let's give our players the credit for the win. And I'm glad that Black America, Black college football can get some joy for a little bit. But I'm especially happy for the A&T people. They've been waiting a long time to get one of these and to stick that chest out a little bit, throw the head back, and hopefully we can continue to make them proud. I thought our guys played well. We had a lot of things we've got to get fixed. Hopefully this week, number one being the turnovers. We had 4. They had 2 drives that was less than 10 yards, and that was 2 of their scoring opportunities in regulation. We had 2 touchdowns that were brought back. We had 10 penalties. So there's a number of things that, we missed a couple of plays that we should have had. So there's a lot for us to work on and try to get better. And, hopefully our guys come to practice this afternoon and be willing to put forth the effort and hopefully focus on getting better. And one of the things that, you worry about a little bit is everybody telling them how well they are, how great they are because they won one ball game. And we got to try to get them grounded and see the task ahead of us, which is, getting better every week and getting ready to play the conference games.